Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out.
I do need to mess with. I actually realized the ending song was the wrong song, so I fixed that yesterday after stream. So we'll have to test it. Technically, while I was ending stream, I noticed it, so hopefully it's fixed. But we're just here. We're gonna chill out tonight and just kind of relax. I know I did have a schedule set, just because
There, Rogue Rebel just subscribed with Prime. Buongiorno.
How you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. But yeah, no, I know I had a set schedule. Just I'm trying to catch up to the streams I missed. Plus, I had nothing else to do. Cause there's nobody really around, so I've just kind of been chilling, watching YouTube and here. But yeah, nice. I'll hopefully enjoy it and the chaoticness that it is. Hopefully the titles and all are good, at least on the YouTube side as well. Hopefully everything's good there. I'm actually, since I'm just doing talk stream, I actually have chat up on the main monitor. Plus I also have, I mean, yeah, it can be a bit meh, like, I mean, I applied for like 3 jobs, and like 2 of them I didn't even hear back from. So, and that was years ago, and it's even worse now, so it doesn't help I have no experience, and nobody likes to hire without experience over here. But yeah, we're just here vibing, nobody else was really around, and yeah, I just didn't really, I've kind of been in a period where I'm just burnt out of games and all. Yeah, so that's why I'm just here, chilling. Hey, Dr. Parzival. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for the 8 months subscription there. I'm trying to think haven't really been like up to much and all. Just kind of here, like I said. Put my keyboard out of the way because I'm not using it right now. And it means I just have an area I can set stuff down onto if I need to. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into streaming a bit more. And there's not really much right now I'm wanting to stream that I am enjoying playing. I'll hopefully enjoy that. In terms of 5M, I don't know if I would ever go back to it just because something to do. It was just the drama that happened within SAF. It just kind of put me off and all. Sorry about the shouting if you hear it. But yeah, just the drama and all. I was tired of it, so I don't know if I would do it again. Also, hopefully chat's not too bad on screen. Please let me know. I do need to add it to Control C. Actually, the starting soon screen. Control V. Intermissions here. Your back screen is not there, and ending. It's going there. Perfect. Right. Yeah. I mean, when I was a lot younger at least, and didn't have as many problems as I have now. I was thinking about doing the army, so nice. My PC is like £1,500. Nothing too special. But just with the issues I have with my knees and all, I didn't have a chance to really do it. That's why I did Army Cadets for as long as I did. My OG was actually the same until I got this one. It was like the same price. But yeah, hopefully audio's good. I am speaking with a bit of a softer voice. I have a bit of a sore throat today. I guess, even though I haven't been talking, it's just decided to... yeah, hopefully audio knows good. I'm still testing all this shit out. Actually, you know what? While I have some people in chat, I'm actually gonna ask you guys. I'm just gonna quickly switch over to this screen here. Please let me know how the audio is on it with the song. And it should be Lost Heroes playing. I can't hear it, so. Please let me know. Is it too loud, too quiet? Does it need adjusted? The song is a bit loud? Okay. That's why. Too bad. Let's adjust it a wee bit more. How's it now? Yeah, this is what my crew's been for when I was in SAF and all. Yeah. No, I get it. I think if I keep it up like 30, it's kind of where it's good. It's kind of hard to get it. Is it too large? Listen, you will hear double, by the way, sorry. Alright, sorry. Because since YouTube I have the playthrough set up properly, or how it works, I'm using that as my audio tester as well. For me it wasn't too bad, at least on the YouTube side it's not bad, but I don't know about Twitch. That's why we'll have the chat now on screen. I might need to adjust it a wee bit though, because you guys if it's too small, too big, or just right. But we'll go back to here. Sorry about that. We're not ending the stream, do not worry. It was testing. We were just testing. That's why I wanted to do this. So let's test things. But yeah, no, I mean, we could talk about my, I don't have it set up anymore, but my OG intro stuff and all, and outro stuff actually was all to do with just old screenshots of mine. What we could do is how am I gonna do this? I guess I'll do it on my second monitor for a change. Actually using the second monitor. You don't see me do that often. Let me close that. There we go. If we actually go here, let's grab a window capture. Anyway. Okay. We'll get AdSense in a minute. There. If we do, or is it game? No. Maybe it's desktop capture I need actually. Display capture. That's what I need. Should be this one? Yes. Okay. So you put it all the way down there. Alright. So you guys are actually seeing something that I normally don't show. This is my desktop. This is actually a screenshot I got a little bit ago. Oh, move Discord over here. Yeah, no, what I used to use for my screenshots is all in a folder. I'm gonna do it on my main monitor and drag it back over. Where is it? Pictures. Here we go. So this folder right here is where most of my screenshots actually came from. Let's get that to medium-sized icons. Oh, it's tiny. There we go. Extra large icons. So some of these you'll know, these are just random ones I had here and used for different purposes. Sorry, somebody's texting me. So yeah. Well, I'll show you. So a lot of these screenshots, some of them have never actually been seen. Actually go through. These are some of like my oldest, oh my god, voice crack, oldest screenshots here. Some of these were taken with Hutton, if you remember her. These ones here. But yeah, so these are just some old screenshots of mine. I think it was one of my first ever traffic stops. I think I remember that one. What big brush fire was that? Because there's been so many. This is Jessica with her dog, I think. That was another time. This character used to get pulled over apparently all the time. Oh yeah, there's a better one of that somewhere. Yeah, this one. I love this screenshot here. These are some very old screenshots of mine. Just past before. I don't even remember it. I might have been streaming it though. Also, yeah, I told you this character used to get. This character had a. Yeah, that was just some screenshots I needed for different purposes. A really old screenshot from me in game. That was from when there's a cat photo. That was when I was doing a civilian scene one time. Here's when I think I started experiencing with. Oh no, it was still free cam at this point. Because you can some of them you can tell, I think. There's some. These ones I think I used for a very long time. That's deal. Oh god, that screenshot's horrible. So this one here was Richard's, yeah. This is Deal. The male character was Evan Dresden, I think was the character name. Oh my god. This is Caitlin Anderson? It might have been before I changed her look. I don't even remember this character name. It's Deal again. More Deal. This is from the firefighter hike and where Morgan and Warner got engaged, I think. That's Caitlin Anderson there. I don't know who the other character was. I really don't remember that character. I probably said it in a stream. This is Deal in her truck. There's a screenshot of her. I have a lot of Deal. Because back then I used to play her a lot before I got Richards. Richards and Deal were like my main two. This character I love, Dara Byrne. He was a funny one. The overly Irish psycho. This character is, you can tell this is free cam. This was, what was her name? Why can I not remember her name right now? I know that she had gotten a pursuit and crashed. This before I started streaming. Because I didn't start streaming till I was like Civilian 2. Favorite character? Ooh, I would have to say between Richards. There's actually no. Between Samuels, she didn't come in at this point. Samuels or these are all gonna laugh if you remember this. My fire marshal character. I got a DM from Les the second time I played her. Was like, what did I just hear over radio? I had the most scuffed southern accent of that character. It was like, let's see, 1 Mac 10 the fire radio. That's probably what he heard. Yeah. I was before the department split and such, and it moved over to State, I think, took it, I believe, yeah. But yeah. That was a really funny one. Another Jessica screenshot. That was Richards when I changed her hairstyle. This is when I think, yeah, this is around the time I started experimenting with Editor, I think. Yeah, because that one. Or no, I don't know. What was Editor? There's Samuels there. This is Editor. Here we go. That's when I started messing around with Rockstar Editor. And using it for screenshots. That's when I changed Deal's appearance a wee bit. Because if you... The original Jessica Deal, God, was a horrible style. I do miss it. It's more the people I miss and the memories. Like some of these screenshots, you're hearing me talk about the funny times and all. Let's see. Most of these were like for different things. Oh, what was this character's name? I remember this character. Is this the one? This is Sophie, possibly? No. Who is this? Who is this character? It might have been Sophie Jasper. Who? No, it can't be. I don't know which character this is. But if it is the character I'm thinking of, this might have been the one involved in the drunk robbery. Yeah. I think I only played her like once or twice, if I had. Oh wait, no, is this the character I had working at the SAF? Not the SAF. The Yellowjack when Logan owned it? I don't even know. I don't know where this character came from. Stories. If I was to go back, I would say it'd probably be. I loved the way the Richard storyline came out. That was all spontaneous. Most of it was never planned. I think I only did like a couple like planned, so to speak, scenes with her. Like when she lost her leg, that was not planned. I just did that on the spur of the moment. Until she lost her second leg. I think the second leg one was that scene. Actually, I don't know if many of you watched that stream. I forgot about it. There's a whole thing. Yeah, I'll need the. Well, I'll see if I can find it. It was like one of the last Civ patrols I think I did. Yeah. But I would probably change the Deal storyline a bit. And it would be not killing her off, I think. I feel like if I had kept Deal, I probably would have played Civ a bit more than I did by the end. Because I feel like I should have killed off another character instead of my main character. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved. No, Ethan, there's another time after that. I had a mountain lion playing with me. Let's see if I can find it. We'll do it in a wee second. We'll give 3 screenshots though, and we'll come back to that. This is when I think Olivia went missing once, when it was like the party at Morgan's house. That's the kidnapping of White and Richards. And that's like after it. This is. What was this? I can't even remember why these two were having a standoff. Him in the background. Just us standing there, and these are like some screenshots I just took for thumbnails and such. I hated some of them, don't get me wrong. I loved the way they look, hated them though. The one I really hate is like these ones here of the gun. I love the screenshot, I just don't like the gun bit of it. There's a really funny one. This is my. Do any of you remember where this one comes from? This. It was something like that. Now, do any of you remember where this screenshot came from? I want to see. It's a very memorable shift. This screenshot here is from the night Baldwin died. This is the aftermath. These two went on a hike with Dawson, and yeah. And this is where that one came from. They were friends, I think yeah, so they're all from that hike. Yeah. This is the time there was a yeah. We all like were fighting with her because I was actually watching back some old streams recently, and we were all fighting with her, and then yeah. This is I have some different screenshots of this because I categorize my screenshots. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, these are some of Devon. This is the night that Richards lost her leg. This is the first time. I forgot about the screenshot. I forgot this was in here. I don't know what the coyote was doing, but when I seen it in the Rockstar editor, I had the I have some more screenshots from that, but that was the time I think one of Wes's characters crashed his car into the thing, and I was left on scene to just guard it. She got caught in a rock badly, and yeah. This is the night them two got together, I think. I can't remember what that night that was. I guess this is some screenshots I was getting for thumbnails. Never thumbnail screenshots. This is for the community event, 6-year event, I think it was. Spartan, what's the dog's name here? This is Samuel's dog. This is just before I got lieutenant, I think. There's some of the POV. People give me shit for having the light bar, but just I didn't mind it. It's a, you know, but yeah, that's when I think I first got. Oh, been spammed. Sorry, if the phone's moving, it's because I'm being spammed on TikTok. But yeah, this is some. Oh, I love these screenshots too. Yeah, I feel like the F250 needed the light bar because it didn't have a lot of lights. Like, it didn't have a lot of dash lights or anything, and in my opinion, only really Chiefs tended to take home slick tops. At least when I first joined, only Chiefs could, so I still had that mentality. Yeah, the 19 Tahoe, the F250 was dependent, I think. But yeah, some more Samuels. This is night me and Civic ran Yuchen. I don't remember this character's name. Yeah. Like I said, there's certain trucks, but like I said, most of them were line officers anyway. And Steven in YouTube, sorry I didn't see your message. I do miss it. I more miss the people than the community in a way. I more miss these kind of moments, the funny ones. This is when I was hitting on the officers as a drunk one. And this is like one of my last civilian scenes. And it was Civ Proby, who was a friend of mine, accidentally, like, I think they, like, code zeroed. Yeah. And their bike went up the hill. You guys probably remember this character at the very end. She was like a news reporter character. I didn't play her, like, I only played her, like, once before I left. But yeah, that's all my Civ ones. I feel like I don't think I have many LEO. Yeah, I mostly just have like fire marshal screenshots. Yeah. This is the screenshot from that scene. I do have some nice ones. I think I got the Game Warden truck. No, not the Game Warden truck. That's Viper's PD character. Actually, really got some really nice screenshots of him. I had Johannes here. We were just messing around, taking some screenshots. This is when I started. No, this is still free cam, I think. Samuels was probably just a character I would just continue kind of playing more as like a captain and all, and whatever way, wherever she went. Richards, I feel like she would have been killed off at some point. And that would have been like a very big scene. I feel like I would have killed her off with. Deal, if I didn't kill her off when I did, I probably would have ended up killing her off later down the line anyway. Just probably a bit further down the line. Yeah. Station at Siege is before my time, Stephen. So it was like a bit before my time. But I'm trying to think. My PD character, we would have just seen where that went, really. I never really got to play her much either. Keelan Anderson, which is the character with purple hair you've seen. I don't know how hers would have ended up. She was like a character I played every so often. As well as, I think her name was Regan. I feel like it was Regan something. I remember these calls. Some really nice, like, that's Olsen, I think. Sheriff's Fleet. Uh. Yeah. Richards. I probably would have killed off in a way that was probably similar, but I would have killed her off in a fire probably. Yeah. Well, she had a prosthetic and she could walk with them. I think is how I was gonna play it, but she would struggle a lot. She would kind of be like hobbling more than she did. I feel like most of my characters would have just kind of moved on with their life, and you know, do other things. I never really got into like what they would have been doing. Yeah. It was the same scene of the clip rescue thing. I'll show you the fire screenshots from that because there's more of them. This is some screenshots I was getting for thumbnails. And the screenshots for my training. I don't know if many of you were in my stream of when I was getting trained. I nearly yes she was. She nearly got actually shot by this guy. He had the wrong shotgun. Instead of a beanbag, had an actual shotgun. I don't know if there's screenshots of it now. Oh yeah, I had to drive the lieutenant. It was just like a spontaneous little thing. But yeah, I didn't have much like LEO screenshots. I think fire or EMS is mostly. We'll go through some of them in a second. We'll go through my fire screenshots. Like this is one of my worst screenshots. This was my first ever patrol. And it was literally like I could only do one patrol before I went on LOA. It was when I first joined fire. And I was going away for a week with cadets, so I couldn't patrol. And that was when it was weekly requirements, so I had to put in an LOA. I'm definitely done with 5M for now, though. But yeah, this is to give you an idea. That's I think it was when like Lieutenant Dodd and Sean all just got lieutenant when I got in. And we had a ride along as well. It was kind of funny that night. I remember the calls. This is some of the screenshots I kind of set up beforehand. This was an actual scene. I just don't remember. No. How many of you have heard the story about this? It was mentioned a few times. I know Civic was streaming, but I don't know if he ever uploaded the VOD of this. This was one night I didn't stream. No? No, I swear I was like senior firefighter. By the time you joined? I don't even remember. Because I joined in June of 2022. I think I just got SAR. That day. Might have been it. Sorry, I'm being spammed. Still. But yeah, we had like Elliot was the first on scene because fire were still on a call. and we were transporting a patient from said call, I think was, and a local came across here and tapped us, and we ended up there. This is the walk-in rescue, yeah. We ended up getting this basically back by the end. I think it was the Rescue 3 or Rescue 1 in the newest fleet they had when I was in. That we had a walk-in again. I can't remember. But yeah. LEO were treating us, and then like some off-duty firefighters were the ones that ended up in the rescue to come rescue us. But I'm pretty sure they had to cut the roof off the medic to get me out. Or something like that. I can't remember how they got me out. Yeah, some more screenshots I got, like... You can tell I didn't take a lot of screenshots, though, properly, until Samuels came around. Most of them were, like, just before patrol. This is from the Night of Ocean's last patrol as chief. This scene is the one where I think it was Armstead Davis went by us going be-doo when Laker was getting promoted off Broby. This is like a few days after Baldwin's death when Ripley and Samuels had a heart-to-heart. Let's see what else. Don't remember that. I think that was Dodd's first patrol back, possibly. Yeah. It was like one of his first patrols, possibly. Or it might have been one of his last patrols before his computer broke. That was when we got the new helmets. Oh, I love them. I love these helmets. I think this is me. I think? Yeah, I think this is me. This is Trahan Carpentieri, and I don't remember who this was. Who's the other firefighter? Oh, it's Jefferson. We were trying to figure out what to do because we had no command. Oh. This is when... I can't remember why I was shouting at him. I think we were messing around. This scene, when we were all just standing around, we had Sheriff, a game warden, State, and me. Just chilling. Having... I can't remember the conversation. Look at me, like a little kid. I don't think I have many of you, Black. Like, I genuinely, I think you were kind of in before the time I started taking screenshots. A lot more. This screenshot. We were doing a training at LSIN, did that, but we were waiting on Heartless. Yeah, the cones. I was in the medic, by the way. The old, not the old Station 6, but yeah. I was on medic on that call. This is when I first got fire tech. Like one of my, like, second patrol after getting it. Some screenshots. I love doing, like, sunset screenshots. That was the marathon. There's some funny screenshots from that, but it's in my EMS folder, I think. This is... where is it? Yeah, I think it's this one. This was my favorite screenshot for a long time. I don't think anything will ever top this one. Make sure my phone's charging. I think she does, yeah. Yeah, this scene... There's me and the captain. The random civ that looked like my twin. This isn't the actual sister, though. It was just a random civ. This is after split. I can tell because of... Yeah. I know what day that was, kind of. But yeah, it's after split. Yeah, this is, when... I think Winters was doing her first ride along. Or Collins. Oh, I love them turnouts as well. This is so when we got the new EUP. I love the yeah, took some screenshots like that. And think I was one of the few people that used to wear the highlighter all the time, like the vest. I loved it. This is Promotion Lieutenant. I love the turtlenecks. Because I like getting screenshots for thumbnails for YouTube, so. There's another one of the take home. I don't know why it's in this folder though. Yeah, I probably have streams with you, Black, but I don't have screenshots. You were in, I know, when we got the Station 6, right? The new one, after the Davis one. But yeah, this was a chaotic call from what I remember. This call was, yeah, I was on deck. I don't think I was streaming this night. I feel like if I was streaming though, I was having issues. And I never uploaded it. This is the night Ocean got his safety car. Yeah. Yeah, this is the night Ocean got a safety car. When the deputy flipped his car. This was the station when we got the new Station 6 before, well, it actually got scrapped. This call was, I had 3 firefighters get injured. It was chaotic. This was some planned screenshots for teasers that I did for you guys with her sister. This was Rickley's patrol with Glenn when we activated the heli. Yeah, no, Station 6 did burn down. That was actually this screenshot right here. Yeah. Yeah. So you probably remember the one we had just before this one. I'll show you a screenshot of it. But yeah. Station 6 burned down when I was in. I was the command for that scene, actually. This is when I got captain. I had Ricky help me with some screenshots. I don't know when I learned about that, but yeah. I love this. This is one of my favorite. Yeah, we had 2 FDNY ones. Yeah, we had the bigger Station 6 in my opinion. I like that one better. I like the old one over the one that we had just before it got taken out. This scene was... I was waiting for like half an hour for Elio to show up. I did the retake of my favorite screenshot as captain. This is Trihan's last patrol. There's another scene that I have where we rocked up on a fire in brush at that house. And this was like one of my final patrols. And then this is the fire screenshots I got of that night. The first time we had this heli activated. And then Lifeline took over. This was, and then, yeah, this one. And I think I only have EMS screenshots left now. Which, just some very basic ones, you know. Yeah, this is like a Rockstar editor era, I can tell. That was like when I first got accepted in REU. I took these, and it took ages to get trained. And then I finally got it and only got to activate it like twice before the department split. But yeah, I haven't got like, oh, it's got to be the most recent ones we had. These are the screenshots I was on about, by the way, they're funny. This is when I did my bike training. And yes, I actually was bike trained. The red and white, yeah. Red and white or the black and red as well, I did like. Because there was this fleet here. Because I preferred the command cars of this fleet. Other than, I think I preferred the like F-150 we had with this one. I feel like I really wish we had more selection of command cars. Because I feel like with the newest fleet, we just didn't have much selection, you know? Let me back over here. I feel like there could have been more selection for command, because all we had, at least for me, we had the Explorer, the F-150 I think it was, and the Tahoe, which didn't even work. So we only had the F-150 and the Explorer, because I get the RE Challenger, but I definitely prefer like an Explorer or a truck. I think it was just like really rapid, like get to scene quick type thing, kind of like the bikes, which I feel like the bikes took over. Sorry, that's my mom was talking to me. I got it. I definitely took the Challenger for command. I feel like if we were to have any vehicles from the black and red fleet over to the newest fleet for command cars, it would have probably been keep the new Explorer and like the F-150, the old Tahoe, the new Tahoe is a 21. It had like seizure lights. This is why I never ran it, because I didn't want to cause people seizures. Like, it was bad. Don't even know if they ever fixed it. And then what was the other one? What's the other cars? The Ram. I would have kept the Ram. I loved the Ram. I only ran it like once, as you saw in the screenshots. I don't know if I ever streamed that. I cannot find the stream if I did. If I go, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna show you the stream though that I was on about earlier when Richard lost her second leg, actually. Because it was like one of the newest ones. It would have been a live stream on YouTube, I think. I'm gonna try to find it first and then pull it up. It's either this one or that one, maybe. I'll see if I can find it. No, okay. So I find the stream where the Civ fell off the mountain for the SAR call that we did. Well, it wasn't planned at all. That was one thing I loved about it. It was a completely spontaneous thing. So we go back over here. Hopefully you should be able to hear. This is the stream here. I'll just show you clips. I don't think they did. This was before they were talking. I recommend going back to watch this properly, by the way. I juked out a mountain lion and it was funny. So if you're wondering, it's this one right here. It was a live stream, so you have to go to the live tab to find it. This is when the Civ fell off the mountain here. Good enough to open. Spawns. Yes, yes. hydrate. Yes, hydrate. So here's the sim going up, right? No. I roleplayed it out where I heard it, like, kind of fall. We just pass each other. Oh, it said anything. The words I turn around and see it. Watch. This scene right here, though, it was funny. It, yeah. Yeah, I think I was genuinely, like, on the phone for, let's see, like, half an hour before they found me. Yeah. Like, literally like half an hour. I feel like it was just a lot of miscommunication that night, but it was great. And then I got to write down in the thing. And if I want to use Richards this night as well. This was actually my last time playing Richards, okay. And did that little scene. But I'm trying to see if I can find it. What's this called? One. Oh no, this was that scene. Where? Maybe it wasn't. No. So when we got the new fleet, it might be this one then. No, because that's when Trehan retired. Don't know why this one was classed as a surf stream. Yeah, where? So Old Fistback was the one where the Civ fell off the mountain. This, where is it? I don't know which one it was, but the one where, we all were messing around. It's fun as. Yeah, it's actually when I had Richards working at the Bayview. That was her job after the mechanic shop. That was Samuel's off duty, which I didn't really do Samuel's off duty too much. It's more, I just didn't enjoy it too much, I guess. I'm trying to find this stream I'm on about where Richards lost her other leg. It's like my last stream. That was when Samuels got attacked. Where was this scene? I can't be. No, it's. Let me see if I can find this, because I know I found it and now, like the other day when I was watching back some old stuff, and no, I cannot find it. Give me a second while I try to find this. Is it this one? Did I do it? Like, going back to this. The start/end. I think it might have been alive, so give me a second. on somebody real quick. Trying to find this. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean by you remember a scene, but you don't remember when it was. Or what stream. But you remember watching it. That's me right now. Maybe, you know what? Let me check this one. I think it might have actually. No, this was. That was the night I got pulled over. But no, I never really like. I don't think Chandra was only in for command when I joined SAF. I think I don't think we had the rapid one anymore. Let me mute it. Well, I'm also trying to figure out what fucking. You know when, like, I don't know if you guys would know this, but when you're trying to find a video, you cannot find it, and you don't know which stream it was. Because it cannot be this one, right? No, because that's... Maybe the time I was on Asuya Chan? No, because... got off, like, right after I got off Asuya Chan. Yeah, chat, I'm not able to find the stream. I know it exists though. Like, I literally watched it, like, the other night. So I was looking through some streams just laughing, you know. It's not like an old one either. It was pretty, like... one of the last scenes I did is Richards, I think. Wait, I find it. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. You know, I didn't realize how far back it actually was. I thought it was a lot more recent. But, oh no. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. I thought this was the one where the dog stole her leg. Or not. So yeah, I finally found it. It's this one right here. So, if you ever want to watch this yourselves, it's this stream. But this is the time where Murder Kitty decided to play with Richards.
Okay. God. Oh god, oh god. No, go away. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, fuck. No, get.
This is a synth, by the way. And, it stole my leg. Again. I think this was like a slightly planned scene.
Yeah, 1080 to the West caught my arm and just a... No, I can't really remember right now. If you get me. 6, I think.
How old are you?
If you get me.
Cut you up and stole your prosthetic leg.
Yeah. Yeah, beat after me and caught up and got me.
Yeah, this is a very funny one.
Like, and yeah, my looks to be my lower abdomen, chest area, and then my
Thing is, I think this is actually, yeah, this is before the stream I did it with her at the Bayview, so she could walk, it's just she struggled, and that's why
it's caught me.
I need you to stay with me. I need you to fight it.
I'm trying to get it.
Okay.
Up the hill.
yeah, this scene was so ugh. But yeah, basically it just kind of kept playing with her leg and all, and yeah, I feel like if people had got to her quicker, she might have been able to keep her leg, but because of how much the mountain lion grabbed her, like it was like 20 plus minutes before she had anybody there. But yeah, so if you're wondering, it's around this time. It's actually one of my last times on EMS, and yeah, let's close this though. Let's back over here and go here. But yeah, basically most of I do, like I said, I do miss it, but I don't think I would go back. Not to 5M, at least not for a long time. I'm just kind of enjoying what I've been up to, what I'm doing, you know. Just playing games with friends when I'm up to it. I feel like with SAF, it was a lot of, you needed to be on, you need to do this, you need to do that constantly, and I don't have the time or energy really for that. I do have the time, just not the energy. Well, I don't really always have the time, but you know what I mean. I feel like if I was ever go into a 5M community, I would rather one without attendance, but most of the ones without attendance are not the kind of roleplay I would want. I prefer more serious roleplay. I don't mind messing around, don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to do that every so often, but not it being constant. I love just actually playing a character, if that makes sense. I'm just having fun, really, you know. But yeah, please feel free to ask questions if you just want to chill. I'm just gonna be here for probably another 20-30 minutes. Been streaming for a little bit now. Over an hour, which is nice. I know yesterday's stream wasn't super long. I just wasn't feeling Minecraft, wasn't feeling great. So I ended. Just checking, seeing if somebody was awake, but I think he fell back to sleep. You know, like I said, I do miss a lot of the people. I'm not really in contact with like anybody I knew then. You know, and there's people I wish I could apologize to, but I don't really have contact with them anymore. There's definitely people I wish to apologize to. And I wish I could get in contact with them without it being, you know, weird and such. But you know, looking back at old messages of people, and you know, you realize you did have good friends, but I ended up pushing them away like an idiot, and you know, I regret that heavily. After I left SAF, at least for the first couple months it wasn't too bad, but after about says around July, maybe August. I just kind of lost contact with a lot of people, and then around February of 2025 was when I really just stopped talking to a lot of people. And then when I started playing a bit more DayZ and doing stuff on a server and met new people and all, I don't really talk to anybody from then. You know, I would like to at least talk to them a bit more and just check up on them. I mean, it's been, at least for some people, over a year. And even certain people, it's been, well, 2 years nearly since I left and since shit happened. And, you know, I fucked up at one point with my friends and I heavily regret it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we did work for it in the end, but it still was never same around them. And that's kind of why I pushed myself away. But you know, like I said, I do miss it. I do miss the people more than the community. Of course, there's definitely people that, you know, I never really talked to, never got to meet really as a person outside of roleplay. The people I did, they were great people. You know, a lot of I remember when I first got into SAF, my clique, or like the group I kind of hung around with, not really clique, was Hutton and myself, I think Loki a little bit, and I actually then started talking to like Picard and Wakefield about scenes. Warren, I used to do a lot of scenes with, and like a lot of the Deal storyline was like my big thing. The people there, I talked to some of them out of patrol. A lot of the Bayview guys actually ended up being good friends of mine, such as Smith and who else? Knox was a decent friend. Trying to think who else. Danny as well. I mean, you guys see Danny in chat sometimes still. He'll pop in every so often. Still somebody I talk to constantly, but he's definitely one of the people I'm like somewhat in contact with. Who else can I think of right now? But like from the Deal storyline, most of the people there I don't really talk to. In terms of Richards, I don't really talk to White, and you know, I wish I could apologize to him for some of the stuff that happened when I left SAF, because me leaving SAF wasn't exactly on good terms. Not really talked about this. You know, I never really did talk about it, just because I didn't want to at the time. But the reason I actually left SAF was I was talking with Ricky about stuff I shouldn't have been about COC. I know I messed up. I live up to, and White had reported me. I got a bit pissy. I was in a bad mood. It was already late at night. I just up and left. I didn't say anything. I was done. I was tired. And I felt betrayed. But you know, I wish I could make it up to them people now. And wish I could say sorry to him for what I did and just at least make it up to some of the people. Trying to think. And then with the whole Richard storyline, like I said, White, I don't really talk to. Ricky, ever since me and him broke up, we haven't really talked. So he was the only person I was in contact with because, well, you know, me and him haven't talked since we broke up. That was, I'm not gonna get into that. There, it's a bit personal. Trying to think. Richards didn't like have too many people based on her storyline. It was only really White and Ricky. Like her storyline wasn't like too big. It wasn't involved. It was all spontaneous stuff and all. And then in terms of Samuels, most of the people that were in Fire, I don't talk to anymore. I will say, I do miss a lot of them. People I used to hang around with, even when I was as Richards as well. I remember like Richards' little like group, which was Newman, her, Jefferson, Storm, and White. Like we were the little like European kind of clique we had. And then that kind of dwindled. White, I think, only joined it kind of like later because I can't remember if he joined at the same time as them. I think he did though. I can't remember too greatly. But I'm trying to think, what other things do we have? Like most of the COC, I don't really talk to. Most of the people that left, I stopped talking to because I was just so busy. And then kind of when I stopped hanging around in my Discord, I stopped talking to a lot of people. But yeah. Like, I more miss the people I actually got a chance to know as people outside of their character. No, I never really talked to Ocean too much, don't get me wrong. We just didn't have an issue with him. We just never really talked outside of like command stuff. Once I got a lieutenant and then like on duty. Like we never really there was the few times of course he shouted me out and all and asked for clips, but we never really had like a actual conversation much. But he is a great guy. Campbell, I didn't really have too many issues with. Never really got to talk to her though on a at a character level. Dodd was probably one of the few people, as well as Snyder. A lot of people don't realize. I mean, Snyder actually got into Fire around the same time. I think he joined like over a week after me, or it was the same day, but he got trained around the same time. I can't remember it. It was so long ago, but yeah, me and Snyder got into the department at the same time. I feel like that if I didn't leave for them few days, when Les was chief, I feel like I could have done a lot better. I feel like I might have had a chance at lieutenant a bit sooner, and got it when Silva got it. And then whenever the department split, I probably would have been a lieutenant already, and probably would have got captain when Davis got captain. But I mean, we never really know. Stuff happens, things happen. You know, don't get me wrong, I grew a lot as a person. I will say that. I definitely have my issues, don't get me wrong. I mean, I struggled with confrontation, still do. It's just something I always have. But yeah, I know it's kind of been a ramble from me for the past hour and all. You know, we talked about SAF and we still kind of are, but yeah. No, like I said, I wanted to be more honest, get some stuff off my chest, talk about some things. But yeah. Like I said, I just wish I could be more honest with people, and yeah. Definitely want to wish I wish I could talk to some people again. just maybe in different aspects and such. I definitely wish I could talk to more of the people I used to. But, you know, most of the people we never really, had a good, like, not really good, but we just kind of never really talked to many people. And so, but yeah, I'm very sorry about the ramble, God. um, I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to cry or anything. I'm just kind of taking a breath. There's a lot of games I don't really play anymore. I don't play Siege or anything just because of everything going on with it and just don't really have anybody to play it with anymore. I mostly have just been playing other games and such when I can. But yeah. You know, it's like, I feel like it's finally time for me to come clean on why I actually left SAF and what the real reason was. And the reason I also left for them 4 days, there was a lot of internal drama in the fire department at the time. I'm not gonna name names, but there's a few of us that were very upset with the blatant favoritism going on with certain firefighters. So we were putting in reports and I felt like they weren't going anywhere. And it just made a lot of us feel that we were pissed off. But yeah. You know, like I said, I feel like SAF kind of needed to die. It was a sinking ship. There's a lot, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of good memories, but there was a lot of drama, and yeah. Hey Ben, just kind of rambling about 5M and on, just all stuff like that. Let me check on somebody real quick, see if he is awake or if he is still sleeping. Give me a second. I've been rambling for over an hour. And now he felt like to sleep. Okay. He definitely felt like to sleep. He sent me a few TikToks. Made sure I was okay, and then fell right back to sleep. But yeah, and trying to think of games to play a bit more. Probably maybe play some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or something else. Try to figure out games I actually want to play. Sort of go through my library, see if there's games I have that I wanted to play on stream again. Yeah. I just decided tonight I'll just do a bit of a talk stream, kind of go talk about some things, and yeah. The reason I'm actually looking over here more is because chat and all, well, it's over here as well for Twitch, but YouTube's also on maybe a monitor. But I've just kind of been, you know, I'd been not really talking to anybody, but yeah. I am probably gonna head out though. So, just because I don't want to lose my voice and I've been rambling for a while. hopefully you'll have a good night, a good day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it may be. And I will see you around either tomorrow if I'm up to it, or Monday, I think it would be. Yeah, Monday. God, I don't even know what day of the week it is. So yeah. Bye for everybody. Chat to you all later, and goodbye.